Yeah, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? Mr. IT here once again. Hoping you guys have a great day. Me, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. So, today I'm here to explain and we're going to learn what it is to find out about a VLAN. So, what is a VLAN? VLAN stands for Virtual Local Area Network. And VLANs can be created on a network. So why do we need VLANs? That's a good question. We need VLANs to, all right, hold on. Y'all ready for this? I'm gonna say a big word right now. Compartmentalize. Did I say that right? Compartmentalize. So what does compartmentalize mean? Compartmentalize means that you're putting different sections in different compartments. That's what you're doing for the sake of allowing your job to be a lot more easier. So let's give I'm gonna give you guys a quick example of what I'm talking about here. So VLAN 2, for example. VLAN 2 is in the blue team. These colors, I use these colors as examples. So VLAN 3 is the red team. VLAN 4, the orange team. VLAN 5, the purple team. So I broke these teams down into 4 different VLANs. So I could have made it a lot easier for myself and just put all of these teams into VLAN 2 altogether. But for the sake of flexibility, I broke them down into 4 VLANs for the sake of security and for the sake of organization. Now, why do we need VLANs? So like I was saying, we need VLANs so that our lives could be a lot more easier, you know? When we have a lot of, like, let's say we have a lot of sections or a lot of people in our companies, it'd be a lot easier if we can separate them into different categories, so that way it'll give us peace of mind. So you might ask me, how do we configure VLANs? Good, I'm glad you asked, because I'm gonna show you guys how do we configure VLANs on the live network. So remember, I created the orange, blue, red, and purple teams, right? So all I'm doing is creating each color according to separate VLANs. So let's start with orange. VLAN. Okay, orange is a VLAN 4. So let's start with VLAN 4. We're gonna name it orange. We're done. Next one is red, VLAN 3. We're going to the switch. VLAN 3. Name red. I was about to put orange again. VLAN red. Now we exit and we continue creating our VLANs with no interruption. We do VLAN purple next, which is VLAN 5. VLAN 5. Name purple. Now we do our last VLAN, which is VLAN blue, which is number 2. VLAN 2. Name blue. Now we already created how many? 1, orange, red, purple, and blue. Now you guys might be asking me, why haven't we used VLAN 1? Well, VLAN 1 is used for, we can't use VLAN 1. VLAN 1 is used for like production purposes. If you want to set up your VLAN in a certain way, your switch in a certain way, we use VLAN 1 for that, for specific reasons. But we have more VLANs to play with. So let's not get focused on why we can't use VLAN 1. We have probably like a bunch of VLANs to play with. So how do we check all the VLANs that we created? Easy. We go back to privilege exec mode and we do show VLAN. And these are all the VLANs that we created. Thank you, y'all. It says that this one doesn't have a VLAN. I'm gonna show you how it looks. I put show VLAN and I didn't create VLANs for this network on my right hand side. Look, now if I go right here like we did earlier, you guys saw me create different VLANs for all these different colors. So this tells us that the network on my left side right here is a lot more secure than on my right side. Why? Because the VLANs that I created are a lot more organized and it's a lot more easier to manage versus this one where there's no VLANs created. So this network right here is a lot more vulnerable compared to this one. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys, the two comparisons. And thank you for watching. Don't forget, keep building, keep growing, keep learning.